Hello everyone, I am Veos, and welcome back to another Starfield. So while I was in the Sol system, I went ahead and did some exploring, ran into a ship that was kind of religious, sort of like the Jehovah's Witnesses of space.
Hello, Captain. We pose no threat here. Quite the opposite. Our ship's full of the faithful, Sanctum Universum. I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking universals out in the stars to get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty.
I was nice, but didn't really want to continue the conversation, so I left. It was then that I landed on Venus. Yeah, a 900-degree surface planet. Just landed there, no problems. I guess the technology of this time period is a hell of a thing. Found a science station and talked to the scientists, and of course they asked me to kill more pirates. Sometimes I wonder who the bloodthirsty ones are in this game. Found the pirates hiding in a robotic factory, which is pretty cool because I found a whole bunch of robot stuff. Makes me really wish or hope for maybe that in the future we get to build our own robots, kind of like in Fallout 4. Because some of the designs in the robots are cool as fuck. After that, I had a whole lot of shit that I had to take care of cargo-wise. But of course, I don't really have a cargo bay on this ship, so I just dump a whole bunch of stuff inside the habitat module. But I got tired of just throwing things all around, so I wanted to kind of organize it a little bit. So I used a piece of resource material as a kind of mop or sorter thing. It worked. Had everything in its own little spot. Pretty cool. Then afterwards, I traveled to Deimos shipyard around Mars. Checked them out. They looked nice, but they offered a ship upgrade stuff, so I did that. Opened up the ship menu and started upgrading stuff. Switched out the particle beam cannons for missiles because they do a lot more damage, even though they load slow. Upgraded the G drive or grav drive and the sublight engines, so now I could go farther and I guess turn around faster or something. Anyway, as I left or started leaving Mars, I ran into a United Colonies ship trying to search another ship that they accused of being a smuggler, and apparently the United Colonies ship is sort of it's out of its jurisdiction. I'm not too well versed in jurisdiction borders just yet, but you know, I'm not into the whole helping pirates and stuff and smugglers and whatnot. It's not a form of justice, but it's more like good versus evil. I tend to lean on the side of good more than I do evil. So I helped out the UC ship so that they could do their search and put the baddies away behind bars for a long time. Justice is served, I hope. After that, I went to Uranus and landed on one of the moons. Found a colony that needed help. They also sold stuff, which wasn't a whole lot, but yeah. Of course, they needed help with killing the local pirates that are next door. Of course. Seems to be a lot of that going around these days. As I was searching the pirate outpost, I'm always looking for books, because I heard that you guys told me that books unlock planet sites. So now I'm constantly looking for books and reading them. And one of the books I found, I guess it unlocked the London landmark back on Earth. So I flew over there. When I landed at the site, there was a spiring tower of, well, it was a tower. I'm not sure how it was the only one that survived. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't built out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty sure. But anyway, it looked cool. Okay, moving on. I went back to Uranus and explored another moon. There was nobody there except pirates, so I cleared them out. And as I was clearing them out, I found a bug. Not too sure how this bug works, but I just noticed that there was a vent that led into an office that was inside of the pirate's base, which when I was inside the pirate's base, I could take off my spacesuit because, you know, it's inside the pirate's base. It's got oxygen and shelter, right? But if you go through this vent, you go to the outside, and for some reason, I no longer needed a spacesuit. It kind of bugged out, which felt really weird. It was cool, don't get me wrong. I felt invincible, like some sort of weird alien thing going on, superpower or whatnot. Like maybe I was in the Matrix or in a dream. Yeah, this is all like they don't tell you that the end game of this game is that you're actually in a simulation. Like you wake up and, you know, you're in your apartment complex, Earth is still real. It's a very 2077 vibe going on. This has all just been a simulation this whole time. Apparently the bug stayed with me though, because when I landed on Mars, I could still do the same thing and walk around suitless. Nobody seemed to mind though, interestingly enough. It was then that I found a ship trying to scam me by selling ship insurance.
We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Your warranty coverage has expired or is about to expire.
I mean, it was funny as hell because, you know, the devs know exactly what's going on and how everybody gets these phone calls all the damn time, and how you wish you could just kind of send a virus from your phone to their computer and just destroy their entire network out of spite. But in this case, you can kind of get back at them because the ship doesn't really belong to anybody. It's just a ship trying to scam people. So I did the noble thing and served these people a nice big fat plate of justice. Yeah, the ship jumped somehow. I don't know how that happened. Weird. But at least I looted it before it did. I don't, you know, to be honest, I think it jumped because I don't think they expected somebody to be able to destroy the ship. Damn, I love missiles. I don't think it you know, if it was not a scripted encounter, then destroying the ship would be, you know, destroy the ship and you're done, and just, you know, the wreckage would float. But no, I think this is completely story driven whatever, and you're not supposed to be able to destroy the ship. Sorry, I don't quite follow the rules around here. So after completely looking at every single planet and moon in the Sol system, I went to the next system and ran into a fighting couple asking for directions.
My wife and I are trying to get to Volai Alpha. I keep telling her we're on the right track, but she insists our heading's wrong.
That's because we did jump past it.
Robin, can you go 5 minutes without interrupting me?
Maybe if you listen to me every once in a while, I wouldn't have to interrupt you.
Young love. While exploring the system, I found a space station hospital, which is pretty cool. I wonder if it's the one that has the Easter egg in it, although I didn't see it. This is probably not the one. The Easter egg, if you guys know what I'm talking about, is apparently there was a really big fan of Bethesda and Bethesda games that Bethesda knew about and talked to and everything, and unfortunately this fan had cancer, and when they passed away, Bethesda put a little memorial for them in one of the hospital space stations that are floating around here somewhere. I don't think I found it. I don't think this is the one, but it's out there somewhere. So it's a nice thing that Bethesda did for one of its fans. Really nice. Flying around a little bit more in the system, I found another space dock called Stroud Eklund Shipyards. Am I saying that right? Docked with them and upgraded the ship even more. Got a more powerful reactor, more powerful shields, even better sublight engines, and I switched out the habitat. It's kind of a bigger, more open design with a bathroom and a table in the back, beds in the midsection and whatnot. So I figured, hey, it's a larger design. I can dump more items in there and, you know, turn it into a place that makes me look like a hoarder. But seriously though, I need to really start looking into getting a cargo bay. It's getting a little old, dumping all the stuff and then picking everything back up. But yeah, with the upgraded reactor, I can now put a whole bunch of power into shields, engines, and weapons, which is nice. More maneuverable and all that jazz, and of course better shields. So while I was exploring the system, I ran into a ship that I guess the pilot of the ship was knocked unconscious, and there was a trainee. And of course the trainee didn't know what the hell he was doing, and then the ship was in some sort of weird autopilot, and so it would be moving around all the time, and he was screaming for help because he didn't know what to do. The pilot was unconscious, and so he wanted me to shoot the engines out. Well, mind you that at the time I'm a glass cannon, right? So I was scared to death that I wouldn't just shoot the engines out, but I'd blow up the whole damn ship.
The instructor, please. It's moving again. I can't make it stop. Make it stop. Shoot the engine. Oh no, something's happening. Hurry.
Luckily, though, that didn't happen, but damn, I took a nice chunk out of that ship. Sorry. Docked with the ship, saved the pilot, and everything was okay. Apparently, somehow, the ship repaired itself enough for them to... Well, you know what? The gravity drive wasn't damaged, so maybe that's how they got out of there. I don't know. No sooner did I turn around and go to the next moon to explore, I found another ship that was being driven by a grandma, and she invited me to dinner.
you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, how nice. So I talked with her a little bit, tried to get her backstory. Not a whole lot, just a random encounter. She's just exploring the galaxy, I guess, after her husband passed away, with her grandkids yelling at her for being by herself in space. So she was a really sweet grandma. Very nice. She even offered me some food.
But feel free to grab some extra food or whatnot. I've got plenty.
And I'm not going to pass down free food, so yum. So after that system was all fished out, went to the next system and found more pirates. And I gotta tell you, I'm loving these freaking missiles, bro. They didn't have a chance. Not a chance. I'm super maneuverable and I hit like a freight train. Very nice. Now I will say that the only bad thing about the missiles is their load time. So while I can knock a pirate out, knock a single ship out very quickly, I've got to wait at least almost 10-12 seconds before I can reload. But during that time, because the ship is so maneuverable, I can just literally fly around their attack. So I'm not too worried about that. A neat little maneuver that I found out that I can use is when I'm going after a ship. If they fly past me, I just hit the space bar, which cuts the engines off and activates the RCS thrusters. So I can literally follow the ship as it flies past me, keeping my target on them. And when they fly past me, I'm already facing them any damn way, so I just boost towards them. It's a kind of a nice little tactic because it allows me to not lose track of them. So they're always within my sights. I see a lot of people in other videos flying the ship like if it was a plane, and so when the ship that they're going after flies past them, they have to make a big loop around, or they slow down in order to turn around. And dude, you're in space. Just kill the engines and turn around and then fly the other way. Makes sense. And it also helps too, because if you hold down spacebar, you can literally fly backwards while shooting at the enemy coming towards you. Maybe that's a loophole in game, I don't know. But if they're out of range and you're still in range, you could just literally just coast backwards as they're coming towards you and just keep on shooting, wiping everybody out. On to the next planet, I found the United Colonies fighting more pirates, so I helped them out, showing them my awesome moves. Got a little money from that, which is nice. And then I found a derelict space station. Ooh. Spoopy. Couldn't dock at it, but it looked cool. Looked really nice. Wish I could dock. That'd have been cool. Which gives me an idea for a Halloween video for KSP. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Found another disabled ship, docked with it, and apparently they were hauling illegal animals that broke out and killed everybody. Kind of a little maze to get through the ship and find everything and loot everything. But yeah, that's what you get for hauling illegal shit, trying to smuggle stuff. Eventually, it's gonna bite you in the ass. So after clearing that ship out, I undocked, backed away, and then gave it a ceremonial burial in space. So yeah, I think that that was kind of nice, you know. Throughout the journey of exploring the solar system and going to 2 different star systems and finding a whole bunch of stuff and running into spaceships, both bad and peaceful, it was actually really fun. Upgraded the ship some more, and you know, I don't know about the whole colony building aspect of it. That's probably more endgame stuff after I explore the known star systems. But I think the ship is becoming the ship that I have is becoming a real badass. I'm hoping maybe if I find new parts and new pieces, I might go for a more sleeker looking design, but I'm going to keep it small, fast, and powerful. That's my motto. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, we have a membership program. If you become a member, you get cool little emojis and badges and whatnot. Pretty cool. Check it out. Next video will probably be a KSP video. But anyway, love you all, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye-bye.